Welcome to the International IMPROVATE Business Conference, a platform for making long-lasting connections, allowing change makers in technology and decision makers in government to make progress through innovation. IMPROVATE is dedicated to finding solutions and sparking collaborations that improve the quality of life for people around the world. Today, the new world of agriculture. We zoom in on southeastern Europe to hear the challenges they're facing in the future of agriculture and how Israeli innovators can help make the changes they need happen. So who are we going to hear from? Well, here with us in the studio is IMPROVATE's founder and chair, Irina Nevzlin. Co-chairing this conference is former Bulgarian President Rosen Plevneliev. Joining us from Jerusalem, the UN Special Coordinator for the Middle East Peace Process, Nikolai Mladenov. Also taking part, ministers from Israel and southeastern Europe. Israeli Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Alon Shuster. Bulgarian Minister of Agriculture, Food and Forestry, Desislava Teneva, Executive Director of Bulgaria's State Fund Agriculture, Vasil Grudev, Bulgaria's Economy Minister, Romanian Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Adrian Oros, Theodoros Karoglu, Special Minister for Macedonia and Thrace, Tugomir Majda, Croatia's State Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, and Foteni Arampatsi, Greek Deputy Minister of Rural Development and Food. And right here in the studio, we'll also be joined by Greek Ambassador Panayotis Saris, head of the Economic Diplomacy Department of the Greek Embassy, Nicholas Christodoulidis, and Konstantinos Daskalopoulos, First Secretary for Economic and Commercial Affairs at the Greek Embassy, plus Dr. Yaroslav Shviet-Karpovich. He's the Scientific and Economic Counselor at the Polish Embassy in Tel Aviv. And of course, we'll be hearing from 7 of Israel's leading agri-tech companies: AgriGo, AgriGreen, GroFit, Roots, Adama, AgroScout, and Groundwork BioAg, each one breaking down their solutions for a smart future in agriculture. And this is all very practical. So watching along with us, representatives of investment funds from around the world looking to invest in Israeli companies right now. Let's start off right here in the studio. Israel's Minister of Agriculture, Alon Shuster, it's great to have you with us. And Irina Nevzlin, of course, founder and chair of IMPROVATE. We're going to hear about another Israeli innovator in Agro-Tech and come back to you. GroFit is focused on farming. They turn standard farms into smart farms and help farmers optimize their crops' performance. Dr. Itai Miara is GroFit's CEO, joining us right now. Itai, thanks very much for being with us.
Oh, nice to meet you.
So talk to us, first of all, more about the challenges facing farmers and what your technology does.
Mm-hmm. So first of all, GroFit is an IoT company that develop a cutting-edge technology for smart irrigation. Okay, this is in general. And what we are doing is transforming any farm in very easy way to smart farm. This is all the idea how to go to any farm, doesn't matter the size of the farm.
So you don't have to start as a smart farm. Yes. You can be a traditional farm and make the switch.
We'll switch to smart farms. So we say what if your fields could talk? So exactly just putting this technology, this device on your farms, and already it will collect different kinds of environmental parameter and soil parameter and collect them, analyze them, and send to the farmers different kind of recommendation about how to manage the farm simply. So this is all the idea. The idea is coming and to be very, very simple and succeeded to spread with large number of farmers. Regarding the challenges to transform from regular farm to smart farm, we always say that any smart device is not so smart if the farmer does not use it, yes? If they just put it in the corner, is always the problem. So after working with hundreds of farmers, we start to understand what will be the right package for the farmers to move from one side to other side, and we develop GroFit. And this is all about this, about simplicity, about ability to be clear with the farmer, so the solution can tell to the farmer, you need more irrigation, you need more fertilization. This around the things, and this is what we are doing.
I imagine that's really critical from what you say, to have simple implementation so that people can do it without too much process, and will make it more likely for people to actually be able to integrate that into their older farm, so to speak. So you talked a little bit about it, but what else sets your solution apart from other smart farming solutions out there?
Yes, thanks for the question. So three things, I believe. One is simplicity, okay? Second thing is that we don't want to replace the farmers, and I will explain, okay? We want to support him. And third thing is because you can spread a lot of them in a lot of farms, and then you can build some net of knowledge between farmers. And this is all what we are different from the others. So when we say simplicity, I explain. Just put it in the farms, and it's already take the app, and it's already transmit data for you, analyze for you all what you think, your language, what you need, and it's very simple for them. The second thing, as I said, we don't want to replace the farmer. We understand that in the current situation, okay, farmers are working in their field, and they need to take the right decision. So this support their decision and not replace them is very important in order to bring smart farming to the farm when you are not very, very mature with this solution. And the third thing is what we call virtual control room. So we really built virtual control rooms that sending different kind of alert to different people on the let's say agricultural organization, which means this unit can sometimes send the alerts or send the recommendation to the farmer, while later on he can send it to the extension service for the farmers. So by this is, as I said, it's very simple to build a net.
To scale.
Yeah, to scale it.
Well, I mean, given all this experience, as you mentioned, working with hundreds of farmers, what might your vision be for Agro-Tech, for agriculture in the future in Southeastern Europe, in this region we're talking about here today?
Yes, so as today, these days, can be more and more simple, yes, to put this kind of things on the field. So the main vision is to really transform big group of farmers, okay, from ordinary farming to smart farming. We work with hundreds of farmers around the world and succeeded to increase production by simple things. So save money, save water, increase production just by getting the right data, analyze in the right time and take the right decision. This is the revolution that we bring to many places in the world. Okay, so if you speak about the vision, this is the vision.
Well, Dr. Itai Miara, thanks so much for talking to us about GroFit. What you say also maybe echoes what we heard before from another Israeli company, this potential future ability for farms and countries like those in Southeastern Europe to be sort of self-sufficient, to have less imports and rather provide their own solutions. As we come to an end here, let me turn it back over to our co-chair, former Bulgarian President Rosen Plevneliev. So after hearing from ministers, diplomats, tech innovators here, give us your sort of closing thoughts on where it all goes from here.
First of all, let me thank you to IMPROVATE team. You guys, you've done a great job. We're very proud of you. Our moderator, Nurit, you were amazing, and we are all grateful to you too. Speaking about Israeli companies that we saw today, we learned a lot from them. We saw the future. We are ready to grab that future. Speaking about, and on behalf of all of the politicians, presidents, deputy ministers, ambassadors, so many people that were with us today, I am extremely grateful that you gave us the opportunity at IMPROVATE to come together. We shared ideas, we shared plans, we shared strategic thinkings and understanding, and we shared the same vision. And on top of that, all those countries we're talking about today, with Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Croatia, and others, all of them are strategic partners of Israel, are friends of Israel with deep-rooted cooperation that goes centuries behind. And all of them love Israel and cooperate in all the fields. And here is the message. This conference, we enjoyed so much, extremely and professionally organized on a world-class event that goes to world-class media, the leading media in Israel, a leading business media in the world are listening to us and are going to see how we come together. But this conference is not just ending. IMPROVATE is a platform to bring business, politicians, everybody who is anybody in the ecosystem together. And this is ahead of us. We had a great conference today, but we do have our plans. Bulgaria, Romania, Greece, Croatia are ready in the next months to host delegations from Israel. Israeli companies will see all the decision makers. They will see the big farmers, the small farmers, the very profitable international giants. They will see the potential. They will see and they will learn. And in a 3 days visit, they will be much more involved into what's going on in this market. And again, talking about Southeast Europe, it's a fast and a very dynamically growing market. It's 20 billion euros per year investments in agriculture. It's $80 billion per year market of itself, and it is growing. And there is no other way to grow but with cooperation with the best. And that's you guys from Israel. Greetings and shalom.
Thanks very much, President Plevneliev. A whole lot of potential, as you say, that is ripe and ready to be used and taken forward. Thanks so much for being with us and, of course, co-chairing all of this. And that is it for us from IMPROVATE's International Conference, Smart Agri-Tech in Southeastern Europe. Over the last couple of hours, we've heard, of course, from former Bulgarian President Rosen Plevneliev, UN Special Envoy Nikolai Mladenov, agriculture ministers from Greece to Croatia, Bulgaria, and Israel, all across the region, all of them breaking down what their countries need now for a thriving and sustainable future. But most of all, we got a taste of Israel's leading agri-tech companies, all of them excited to provide tech solutions for this region in its transformation. And that is exactly what IMPROVATE is all about, creating those connections. Thanks for joining us.